afternoon, welcome back to another video. How are we all doing? All good, I hope? Out for another glorious ride in these lovely summer evenings. Had a couple of weeks of rain and finally a proper summer's evening to get out and enjoy the Ron. And what better time to run through this video with you guys. In this video we're going to be talking why you should buy a Surron or a Talaria. Both fantastic bikes. Obviously I own the Surron, so I am going to be biased towards it. I know most people don't need a lot of persuading when looking to purchase a bike like this, but yeah, I just thought I'd make a little video on some of the probably obvious reasons as to why to buy one, and it also just gives me a really good excuse to get out and go for a rip. So starting off with my first reason, it's got to be the most obvious, is how much fun these things are. I've had mine now for about 8 months and I can honestly say it's one of the best boys toys I've ever had. I've had boats, I've had quad bikes, normal mountain bikes, and by far this is the most amount of fun I think I've had from one of my purchases. Let's face it, you've never seen a sad person riding a Surron. My second reason would be the amount of choice you've got with these bikes, and that goes for the Surron and the Talaria. You've got a different bike for kind of every type of rider. The Surron have obviously brought out the 2 new bikes, the Storm B and the Ultra B. You've still obviously got the Light B, like the one I'm riding. Talaria, obviously they've got their older models. They've got the Talaria Sting R, the XXX. So depending on the type of the riding you're doing, there is a bike for everyone. And that even goes as far as the road legal versions as well. Obviously this is the off-road version, but if you are looking to, I don't know, maybe commute on the bike, then obviously you've got options there as well. So really there isn't any excuse not to get one, as there's so many models available that's going to pretty much suit every type of rider. My third reason for buying a Surron, and probably one of my favourite apart from actually riding the thing, is modification. There are literally endless amounts of mods that you can do to these things, and it's so addictive as well. Once you start with one and you realise how easy these things are to work on and how good the mods are, and actually how they can be quite affordable as well. You don't have to go crazy with these to get really decent performance out of them, but there's so many companies out there now. I mean, obviously I'm in the UK, there's tons of companies that are doing really great modifications for Surrons and Talarias. Obviously America, you've probably got even more than the UK. Obviously you've got the obvious choice of modification in terms of batteries, controllers, but it's just the little things as well that can just make all the little difference, just to make the bike your own. You know, putting decal kits on like I have, or little anodised parts here and there. They're relatively inexpensive, extremely easy to actually do. Obviously I've said in a couple of my videos that, you know, everyone buys one stock and like, oh yeah, it's so fast, it's great, I love the acceleration, but it doesn't last long. It's not long before people do start upgrading, and I'm completely guilty of that. And a lot of the people that I speak to, obviously within the community, yeah, definitely don't leave it long until they start upgrading. So my next reason, sort of going on from the modifications, is actually how fast they are. I know this is probably a little bit contradicting, but I mean I haven't gone for any major big upgrades, you know, batteries, controllers, things like that. I've done very small performance upgrades with just a rear sprocket and a new chain. So in terms of performance, my bike's pretty stock, to be honest. And it's kind of a really great reason. Yes, you are going to spend quite a bit of money on buying one, but actually a stock, they're really fucking fast. And the Talarias are obviously even faster, especially some of the new models they've just brought out. Again, a stock, just really fast. And acceleration and top end, Talarias are going to beat Surrons all day long. I'd say the next great reason to buy a Surron is the weight of them. These things are so light. I guess compared to anything in its class, I don't know, maybe a 125 or something like that. You can just hoon these things anywhere and it will take it. And not only that, I mean, just transporting the thing, don't get me wrong, not everyone lives in places like this and forests where they can go and ride, or sorry, I should say private land that I obviously have permission to ride on. But yeah, not everyone has the luxury of this close by, so you know, chucking this in a car, chucking this in the back of a van, it's just going to be an awful lot easier. And then obviously again, once you've got the bike to the destination, you can obviously then do things like this, just literally throwing it around. It's just great. So yeah, next reason, lightweight. So moving on from that, I've got to say the next reason, and the only reason I've actually bought this one up is I have actually been doing this over the last month or so on and off, but commuting. These can be an incredible commuter. Now when I drive into work in the mornings, that drive probably takes me 30 minutes. Sitting in traffic, kids, school runs, that sort of stuff. With this, door to door takes me 13 minutes. Now, of course it's not completely accurate because I'm not taking this down roads that I would normally take my car. I can obviously take it through private property that I have permission to ride through. And obviously that makes my journey so much quicker. But like I was saying earlier, you have got the road legal versions of these, of the Talarias, of the Storm B, Ultra B. There are road legal versions available, which would obviously make an incredible commuter, I think. Again, they're so fun to ride. And if you've got to ride one to work every day, and obviously it goes without saying, you've obviously then got cost of commuting, you know, fuel, road tax, parking. You are going to save an absolute fortune on those sorts of things, so that's got to be a huge reason, surely. The next one would be the maintenance side of things. I have no idea where I am. I've been ripping that hard. I'm completely lost. Let's go back this way. Yeah, maintenance. These things really are pretty low maintenance. I've had mine now for, like I was saying, 8 months. And really, apart from cleaning, greasing, i.e. the chain, keeping it lubed, tyre pressure, bleeding the brakes. We all know on this channel how much I flipping hate these brakes. But even that, you know, even bleeding the brakes is not difficult. And I would imagine if you did have a 2-stroke, a 4-stroke, or, you know, anything with a combustion engine, that there's obviously going to be a lot more maintenance involved, I would guess. I've never owned one, but just it comes to the top of my head, you know, oil changes, filters, stuff like that. So probably one of my top reasons for getting one would just be the ease of maintenance on them. Next reason, probably the most obvious, but these things are quiet. I've said in pretty much all of my videos, the places I ride, I would definitely not get away with riding if I was tearing through here, you know, pit bikes, motocross bikes. You're gonna hear me coming a mile off. People claim these things have a bad rep as it is, which I'm going to go into a little bit more depth in another video, because well, you have to wait and see. At least I can come through here. Cheers guys, thank you.
Sorry, he's an idiot.
No worries, no worries. Thank you very much. So as that kind of demonstrated there, you know, I've come around that corner, people walking their dogs, absolutely fine with me. And I can guarantee if I was coming through here with a really loud exhaust, I would not have had that same reaction. And that does link in quite well with a video that I'm in the process of making at the moment about the reputation of Surrons, because they get such a bad rep, and I think they're pretty much false claims that society are making, because as you saw there, I had no issues. And this is not just my opinion. This is obviously, you know, I've been in the Surron e-bike community for a good while now, enough of a while to get a good understanding of how people perceive these. And I could probably say exactly the same as my story. It's getting a bit dark, let's stick the lights on. 9 times out of 10 it's a positive encounter. And that probably moves on quite nicely to my next reason why you should buy a Surron. And I keep saying they're all the biggest reason, but this is a really good one, and that is the Surron community. Surron, Talaria, e-bike, e-moto, whatever you want to call these things. The Surron community is honestly such a decent thing to be a part of. There is no hate, there is no malice, there is nothing but good vibes. I've literally met so many people just by having a social media account linked to a Surron, just to having this channel. The amount of comments I get, the amount of Instagram messages I get, it's just full of decent people that are willing to help. You know, they don't make you feel stupid if you come out with a comment because you don't know something about the bike. Everyone is literally out to help each other. You know, even down to bikes getting stolen. Last week on Instagram, a guy in the UK whose bike was stolen in the middle of the night, and literally through the e-bike community, or the Surron community, just through Instagram alone, the amount of awareness that bike got and made it so hot to handle that. And I think by lunchtime he had the bike back. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's all down to Instagram and that's all down to you know, just because posts are flying about, but there wasn't one person on there that was like, oh, unlucky mate. Everyone was sharing that post, everyone was out to support him and make sure that he got his pride and joy back. And that's definitely one thing that I've enjoyed the most in the time that I've had this, is definitely the people in the community. Talking about people and communities, if you're watching this video and you're about to leave a comment about anything that I'm doing, taking my hands off the bars, where I'm riding, oh, I haven't even got words for it anymore. There's so many fucking idiots out there that watch videos, and this isn't just my channel, this is other people's videos, that will watch videos on a particular subject, like, just take mine for example, the Surron, and then go absolutely fucking nuts in the comments about how bad it is, how wrong it is, how we don't agree with it, how... Fucking don't watch the video. My channel is all about these bikes. If you don't like them, you don't agree with any of it, just don't watch it. It's really simple. So in my video last week I asked you all for help with my brakes. Thank you very much. Honestly, the comments that came through, super helpful. And again, even with that, had some great conversations with people. I think I've made my mind up now of what brakes I want to go for, so I massively appreciate that. So if you are someone that comments on videos or likes this channel, likes this video, likes what I'm doing, and you just scroll through the comments now and there's someone's left a stupid comment about how I shouldn't be riding or how I'm taking my hands off the bars, just do me a favour, you have full permission. Don't swear or, you know, say you're going to go out and do any harm to them, but just reply to that comment. Just call them a donkey or a sausage or something. It'd be interesting now to see how many people do write a stupid comment. But no, listen, look, this is all fun. I only make these videos for me. I started this YouTube channel because it does get a bit lonely when you go out and ride one of these on your own. So I started a YouTube channel, brought a camera along with me. It makes it a little bit more fun for me to ride. Obviously, there's nearly 1,000 of you out there that enjoy watching it and have subscribed. So it's all light-hearted fun. I'm not out to offend anyone. So anyway, we've got a bit of a rant there, but... So my last reason for buying a Surron, this is probably one of the reasons that I appreciate the most, is actually where this bike has taken me. Exploring new places. I've seen more of my local area in the last 8 months than I have in the last 8 years. It's literally awesome. I mean, you know, I've come down here years ago and just coming out on an evening's ride just to, I mean, sometimes just to clear my head, you know, family, work, life stresses. And anyway, you lovely lot, that's probably going to be the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and hopefully it's persuaded some of you to go out and purchase one. Get involved, life's too short. But thanks for watching, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up. Massively helps the channel and massively helps me understand the types of videos that you guys like watching. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.